I got promoted from SDR to account executive in under 10 months by setting up over 300 meetings, 178 qualified meetings, and had an 88% show rate. And I attribute almost all of it to objection handling. The biggest problem with objection handling is in the name. The goal isn't to just handle the objection. Put yourself in the prospect's shoes for a second. They're going about their super busy day and they get a phone call from a number they don't recognize and they choose to pick up, right? They might think it's their son or daughter at school. They might think it's their medication. They might just be curious. And boom, it's you coming in with a crisp, clear, and concise pitch. Ultimately, what they want to do is just end the call, but they feel too rude to just hang up, especially with how professional and how great your pitch is. So they throw an objection your way like, oh, this is really bad timing, or, oh, we don't have budget for any new technology. And that's exactly the problem. If you go to handle that first fake objection, it's pretty surface level and it's not going to get you anywhere other than them throwing another surface level objection your way, because ultimately they're just trying to get you off the phone and they're trying to end the conversation. So do this instead. Try a discovery reverse instead, where the second they hit you with an objection, just ask a really short follow-up question that kind of neutralizes out the conversation, lets them expand on it and go deeper so that you can further understand it first and foremost. So a prospect might say something like this: unfortunately, Brian, we're on a full budget freeze until June. Can you just reach out then? Here's what I would say in response. Oh, wow. So sorry to hear. Is the company not investing in any new tech until June? Or another one with timing. They might say, hey, this is one of the busiest times of the year. Can you give me another shout in 3 months? Instead of trying to handle the objection, I'll say this instead. Hey, I totally hear you there. What makes it the busiest time of this year for you all? Now you really just be quiet, you practice your active listening, and you latch on to every word they say. Then you add in some empathy, you reframe it again, and you ask for the meeting. It might sound something like this. Wow, that does sound like a really crazy time of year for you all. Given the team is on a budget freeze now, how about this? I would love for you to still see it in action to know what we have to offer so that when timing does better align a couple months from now, we know if it even makes sense to follow up in the first place. Does that sound reasonable? I'm free tomorrow or Friday if 30 minutes can work for you. If you get hit with any more objections, just go back to the well again. Ask a short discovery reverse, then add in some empathy, reframe it, and make the ask again for a meeting. Continue to isolate one by one until ultimately you book the meeting.